What's up, guys? What's up, guys? This is Kevin James speaking, and welcome to our YouTube channel. So today's topic we're gonna do forecast of the week, or whatever you can call it, a breakdown of the week. And then we're gonna start by gold, and then we're gonna jump to NAS100 because I'm a Nasdaq trader. So as you've seen on my recent or my last video, we've analyzed gold and actually pushed in our direction. So let's get to it. Before we get to it, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like and share, and click the notification button down below. So let's get to it now. So as you know that I like to start my analysis on a daily time frame, so let's simply just zoom out. So previously, what we had before, we had this current structure. Right now we had something like this. Let's just take a trend line, and then let's just from the highs, and then let's go down with it. So this is what we had. This is what we had before. This is what we had before. And then right now the market is playing around near this trend line, and then it broken this trend line. Right now is broken above it. So let's just remove this because I think this is redundant information. So let's just simply focus on the current structure, because you know that I focus more on the current structure. I don't want to focus on data which has been printed long time ago. So let's just take this. As you know that we had this on our previous video. So we had something like this. This is our current structure. So we had something like this on gold. We had something like this. So let's take what we talked about. We were somewhere around here, and then we said we are waiting for buys before the overall sell kicks. But gold decided to drop a little bit before we peak with the momentum. So we currently broken this, and then we wanna wait for something like a retest on the trend line before we can go long with it. So you knew that I said we had two scenarios somewhere around here. If you haven't checked my previous video, just simply go to my previous video, and then you're gonna see what I'm talking about. So I said if we can break this impulsively, we're gonna wait for a retest on the trend line, and then we're gonna take our profit on our 90% high. So let's just simply mark this. So let's get to it and analyze. So let's just clone this and so that we can cater for most touches. So perfect. I think it's fine by this. So basically what's happening here, we are in a downtrend, and then right now we have broken in this downtrend, and then we have broken with a big impulsive candlestick outside. So we close on Friday, we close outside this trend line. So simply this means that right now gold it's pushing to the highest. So let's just simply put our resistance. So if you want to scalp this, you know that we're gonna take our overall profit around this point, because that's where the market sort of have an impact and a sort of momentum and opposing pressure to the downside. So let's simply just go to H4 time frame. As you know that I like to start my analysis from daily H4 and then your 1 hour time frame. So on your 30 minutes and 15 minutes, that's where I look for entries. So this is what we are having right now. So right now, what are we having on our current structure? We know that we had a recent downtrend, but right now we are having some kind of an uptrend inside a downtrend. But right now we have broken this downtrend, and then right now we want to look for buys. You don't want to go against the trend. Let's look for buys. So what I see on gold, I see something like an uptrend. So this is an uptrend. So we have currently broken our trend, our selling trend. So which means this is right now. Let's just simply remove this, and then let's just focus on the current structure. You see where I'm coming from? So I'm trying to gather more information on how this market is moving. So what if something is broken, which means we're not gonna use that, we're just gonna erase it, and then you will reanalyze. So this is what we have right now. We clone this trend line, and then let's simply zoom out. So that you can see what I'm talking about. I think it's okay. So what we are having right now, we are having an uptrend. So we want to focus more on buys, not sells. So let's focus on buys, because I'm a day trader, I'm not a swing trader. So what I'm seeing right now, I'm seeing gold push until this point. So I'm gonna monitor it as we are approaching these levels. I know that somewhere around here gold we're gonna have some kind of a 10. So what when gold gets somewhere around here, that's where I'm gonna stop buying, and then I'm gonna look for sells. So right now I'm still looking for buys, as I said on my previous video. So if I can miss this sell, I know that I'm gonna wait for gold to break this trend line, and then I'm gonna go down with it. So right now gold is looking super clean, so we take buys, not sells. So let's just simply let's just mark our 90% rule. If gold can decide to sell, we know that we're going to take our overall profit somewhere around here. So we're going to have something like this. We're going to have a drop on this trend line, because I believe we're going to have a huge impact move when we get to this trend line. As you know that I like to look for 3 touches. So on our downtrend line, we have our first touch, and then we have our second touch. So we are waiting for gold to give us our third touch, so we can go along with it. So on our uptrend line, where we had a first touch, second touch, we know that on a third touch, that's where we're gonna look for ourselves as we are pushing to the downside. So I'm gonna monitor price as we are approaching this trend line. If gold can decide to give us something like a rising falling wedge, we know that we're gonna have something like we're gonna have a drop on this market. So let's just simply go to your 1 hour time frame so we can see what we have on this gold, man. So guys, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like and share, and click the notification button down below, as it will update you whenever I upload a new video, because I think this month we're gonna be consistent on YouTube. So we wanna see that subscribe, guys. So it is gold, pure structure, clean structure. So let's get to it. So when we analyzed last week, when we analyzed this thing, we were somewhere around here. So I said I am looking for buys. So we pushed to the upside. I was expecting a huge sell, but gold didn't give me that huge sell. It should have given me that some kind of a short sell. But we caught this because we talked about it on our previous video. If you haven't watched that, simply just go and watch that. So right now we are here. So what we are seeing on this market, we are seeing some kind of a support somewhere around here. So this is our support. That's why when the market came here, we sort of had a rejection candlestick which was rejecting around about this support. So you know that here this is a significant zone. As you can see, this was a strong resistance. We had a 10 here, and then when we came to when we bought, we sort of had a rejection candlestick, which was simply meaning that we are retesting around about this zone. So right now what I'm looking for a slightly retest on my 90% route. I'm looking for a retest around about this, and then I'm gonna take buys as gold is going to the upside. So what I'm looking for right now, I'm looking for gold to give me just a low price. If it can decide to push further and further, I will not be involved in this trade, because I want to buy low and sell high. So what I'm waiting for it to give me something like this, a retest on my support. I'm waiting for a retest, and then I'm gonna take buys as we are going to the upside. So when you get to this point, I'm gonna monitor price as price is reaching this point. I want to look for you want to look for your confirmation, your rejection candlestick, your hammer, whatever that you're gonna use to confirm. So just wait for gold to give you just a low price so that you can buy it and take your overall profit somewhere around here. So I believe but this week we can push to this point. However, if we can decide to drop from here, I will not be involved in this sell until we have broken this trend line. So right now we are still looking for buys, not sells. If the market can decide to sell, you want to monitor price as we are approaching this trend line. So let's simply move to your NAS100, because I'm a Nasdaq trader, guys. So let's move to NAS100. NAS100. So this is next deck for you. You know that I like to start my analysis on a daily time frame. Let's simply just erase this, and then let's go to your daily time frame. So this is our daily time frame. We sort of had something like an uptrend. You know that on my previous video, I'm having this trend line. So let's just take this trend line and then let's mark the lows, the lowest. So you know, by this trend line, you know that we are in an uptrend. When you see this trend line, sort of give you a clear direction. What is this market doing? So you know that your overall this overall momentum, this overall momentum of NAS100, it's a buying market. So long term is a buying market. You're gonna be profitable buying, not sells. If you can see sell, just know that it's a short term move, but overall we want to focus more on buys. So this trend line has been supporting for months. So if you are a swing trader, you know that when price gets to this levels, you want to look for your buys, and then you're gonna hold this to the upside. So if price can decide to come and respect this trend line, we know that we're gonna buy and forget about it, and then we're gonna take our profit long term. So let's just analyze on our current structure. So currently we had this high which was broken. We had this high previously. Let's just zoom in so that you can see. So this was a very significant zone on Nasdaq, because every time price was getting to this point, we sort of had some kind of a huge momentum to the downside, So what happened here, we know that here there's a strong level of sellers which are waiting here. If you can decide to break this, which means right now we are pushing further up. So when we broken past this level, we sort of had a big impulsive candle on a daily time frame, which was simply telling us that right now this level is currently broken. So what I'm seeing and a clear trend line on about this zone, and then we had a first touch, second touch, and then I'm gonna wait. You know that on your third touch, that's the high probability trade. So if price can decide to come and respect this trend line, you know that we're gonna buy it, and then we're gonna hold it to the highest time, to the longest time. So let's go to your 4-hour time frame, because I think this time frame is the most important time frame of all time frame as a day trader, because I'm a day trader, I'm not a swing trader. So here we had some kind of a consolidation. I think let me just change this color, because I think you cannot see. So let's make it to be red. Let's make it to be red. No, let's make it to be bolder. Yeah, I think it's fine by this way. So we're in a consolidation for the longest time. We're in a consolidation. So your consolidation was somewhere around here. So we had some kind of a consolidation. Consolidation means sideways, because you know that we have 3 types of trends. We have an uptrend, we have a downtrend, and then the last one, it's consolidation, which you can call it your sideways. So stay away from, if you are still a beginner, stay away from your consolidation. You want to focus more on the trend that you are more familiar with. So trade your downtrend, your uptrend, and then as a beginner, you must stay away from your consolidation, because I feel like on a consolidation, that's where they trap buyers and sellers. If you don't know what you're doing on your consolidation, be patient and wait for the trend to form. So we had some kind of a consolidation run about this zone. So when we broke here, we sort of had an impact to the upside, sort of have a huge movement to the upside. We know that if we can decide to break this level, we are gonna push further up. So take note of that. If there's a zone which the market is failing to break, the moment it can break that zone, just know that you're gonna push higher and higher. So let's just take this trend line, because this is an uptrend. This is your uptrend. That's where this is your uptrend. So right now we are on a second touch. We had a first touch, we had a second touch, and then we know that the market is resisting somewhere around this zone. So the market is resisting somewhere around this zone, and then we sort of had some kind of a your support somewhere around here. So let's just take the horizontal rays. Horizontal ray, we had something like this. So a lot of people were thinking that Nasdaq was gonna sell, but I was seeing it differently. I know that this is sort of a resting point of NAS100, which we call it your correction. You know that the market moves in three phases: your impulse, correction, impulse. So we had an impulse, and then here we were having a correction. That's why I was seeing it as a buy also, not as sell. So I know that here we were in a correction, and then if you can look at the following candlestick, the candlestick on your H4 time frame, this big candlestick, it sort of showed us that right now we are pushing to the upside because we broke outside our 90% route. So let's simply just go to your 1 hour time frame because we are done with the H4 time frame. As you can see, guys, I'm keeping it very simple, very simple, very simple. So where the market is right now, I'm waiting for price to give me to come and respect this one. I'm waiting for retest on my support, and then I'm gonna take buys as we are going to the upside. If Nasdaq can decide to push further up, I will not be involved in it. I'm just gonna wait for Nasdaq to give me just a mini lower price, and then just where I'm looking to buy it when it gets to this point with a confirmation, of course. So if you wanna, if you are a Nasdaq trader, or you like to trade Nasdaq, be patient with it, wait for it to come and respect this zone, and then take buys. Right now we are still in a buying mode. We are not in a selling mode. If if this market can decide to sell, we wait for this candlestick to be broken and then this trend line to be broken. That's where we're gonna say right now Nasdaq is pushing to the downside. So what I'm gonna wait for, Nasdaq to open and give me something like a retest somewhere around here, and then I'm gonna monitor my 30-minute time frame, and then I'm gonna wait for my confirmation, of course, and then I'm gonna take buys as we are going to the upside. So people who are seeing Nasdaq at sell, if you can decide to sell, we know that Nasdaq is gonna drop very rapidly if Nasdaq can decide to trade. However, right now we are still in uptrend. We don't want to go against the trend. We are following the trend. So the trend is your friend. So this is what we have on NAS100. If you want want me to show where that Friday buy I took it was something like this, and then let's just load. So I know that we were in our correction. Most people were seeing this as a sell, but there was our impulse correction, and then our impulse right now is followed by what? We are retesting our 90% rule, and then we're gonna still push higher and higher. So that's it for today, guys. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like and share, and click the notification button down below. It will update you whenever we upload a new video. Also, don't forget to go and follow us on Instagram. My personal handle on Instagram is Kevin_James, and then our business account is FOREX_Go. So that's it for today, guys. We're gonna meet on the next video. Peace out.